Boom, boom. This is Scanner. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got the Soul Land Reloaded up today. So, as I said yesterday, we got the Tango event up today, so we can go ahead and take a look at what's going on with that. We got some other stuff as well. As you know, it is the Lunar New Year over in the far east over that way. So there's most of the events are having games like as Related's got a Lunar New Year event up, and now we've got Soul Land Reloaded with one up. So nothing surprised there. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. First of all, we got some new time limited events, of course. As always, Super Monday is in here. You want to make sure you do this every because you get all the diamonds at the make. Plus, we've got two plus shards on any of the elite bosses. Okay. And elite mode, that's the story mode. Elite mode is where you get the two boss 2 shard drop. Secondly, of course, Heaven Do Festival. You want to do that on a daily basis. You want to do this for another reason. I'll show you that shortly. Secret Shop, as always, you can get 500 free in there. Wrong Wrongs Tea is back up. Active Wheel is, of course, up as well. So you want to make sure you participate and get all of that. All right, so let's get into the event. First, we've got the, as I said, the SS Plus. This is Tango Plus. So the first place that you can get some shards for him is, of course, inside of the actual normal mode. You can get, if you do 100 normal mode, just like you would do for the Heaven Do Festival, you'll get 40 shards from him there. Okay. And you also get 40 shards, some shards for him inside of the actual Soul Master sale. You can get 50. So that should enable you to get 90 shards, 50 here, and the 40 from the normal mode. That's without paying anything. You could, of course, pay and get a lot more. They have them in the packs here. You can get them in the packs if you want to get them today, like immediately now. You can do that, but you'd have to purchase some of the shards to do that because, as always, they're not going to give the shards all the shards that you need in one event. They don't do that on anything that I've seen so far. They've always been a 2 event. So we're 40 shards short. My assumption is the way they've been handing this out. I got a feeling that it's just going to be a standard event in terms of getting the shards. The shards were a little bit more expensive. Normally it's 30 diamonds for shard. It was 50 diamonds for the shards this time. So a little bit more on the pricey side. But on the other side, it doesn't take as many shards. It's only 130 to make an SS Plus character instead of the standard 150 for regular SS character. So in that good, it's good. So it does not appear to be anything different. It's just they're just finally having the actual event. Now the second event that they've got up is the actual Naya battle with the Nyan on New Year's Eve. So anyway, basically, as you play through the game, and in some places you actually do these events right here, and you get these little firework boxes which have fireworks in them. You then fuse them. I don't have any of these right here. And then you take and drop it onto him, and that does damage. Okay, I've done it, a few times today. I think I did like 6 or so drops today, and I did personal damage of 2,700. Now, there's also an actual server event, and you can get actual diamonds when your server does that. So this just opened up today. We've already cleared 477 million, and we're all 82% into 777 million. So if you have I mean, as you can see, this is a lot of a lot of diamonds that you can get over the space of the event. So you definitely want to participate. The participating in here will get you some awakening material for your necklaces. Actually, this is awakening material for SS Plus Soul Masters, so that's going to be good right there. Also, you get the coins inside of here. There's the S-ranked herb right there, Plus, you can get some Doomstones as well as some Avatar Essence. And then you get some nice. You get some Awakening tickets, a shard pack, if you want to, Devil Well pack. So there's a lot of stuff to choose from. In terms of that, you can also purchase some more of the Firecracker boxes in here. So let's go ahead and do one just to show you what it is here. So I need one of these right here, which is the double Firecracker. So go to the Lucky Shop box, confirm the purchase. Grocery bag here, and then the firebox is right here. We want to use it, and I need the double Firecracker, so we'll purchase that. Then you fuse. That's going to give you one Firecracker. Then you drag it and drop it, and you do damage. And as you can see, that takes it up. So that's all it is. So basically, you're going to get some of these free each day. And you get them going throughout the events. That's how I've gotten that. Based on what I'm looking, today's login, based on how easy it is to get this stuff, I'm assuming that this is going to pop up daily. So you'll be able to get at least this amount on a daily basis without any trouble, and progress through the event. Okay, it's for 8 days, so that should be close to be able to get this. But you could always purchase for 50 diamonds. You can purchase stuff. So you might want to do that if you come up a little bit short, because you really want to try to get it. Hold on this. Okay. For the rings, it's really difficult to get awakening material for the rings. The S rings and the SS rings and the SS. So getting this right here is definitely something that you want to try to get, even if you need to start spending a large number of diamonds on, simply because of the fact that this is going to be really difficult to come across in game. So this is definitely something you want to try to participate in as much. So make sure that you do your dailies on this and clear all of them out. They're not easy. I just did my basic things and I had all of them but one. I think there was one. The blessings right here is something that you need to do manually from within here, but all this other stuff, as you can see, arena battle construction, all that stuff is stuff that you should be doing if you're doing your dailies. But yeah, this is a really, really good reward, so you definitely want to try to get that as much as you can. And 8 days, 3150, so I should hit it. Okay, I'm on current pace. I did 3150 today, so that should put me at 6. I should overrun 16777 fairly, actually a day before it actually needs to be. But I'm going to keep an eye on that to make positively sure. You can also get another 40 shards within here. Another event they've got up is the Spring Festival. This is just a way to get the Gluttonous Rice Balls, which is the exchange thing right here. So you want to get these. You can actually purchase these inside of the... which one was it? This one right here. You can purchase 30 of them for about 780. And you can also get more of the fireworks inside of here. So again, if you come up short on the fireworks, you can get more of them here. So like I said, you definitely want to make sure that you focus on that event and make sure that you do get those SS Plus Awakening materials, because you're going to need it. They're going to give us the character. I'm about 90% sure that in a week or two they'll have an event, and inside of that event, inside of the Soulmaster shop, there'll be the remaining shards that you need to get Tango. It does not look like I've not seen any indication on any of the actual publications that I've read and searched that it's going to be difficult to get. It's going to be the same. Okay, so it's just it's just going to be much more difficult to build it up, but you got to get him. So once you get him, then things can be opened up. But it doesn't seem to be. It does not seem to be at this point where they're going to be using SS Plus or SS shards to level up an SS Plus character. It does not appear to be that. It appears it's going to be the same. It's just going to be a little bit stronger character. His awakening weapon costs a little bit more too, but there doesn't seem to be much anything else in terms of that. But the dumping, you get a lot of, you get a chance to get a lot of shards, hidden weapons. Okay, you want to try to get as much of this stuff as you can. Of course, definitely want to get the awakening tickets, and then there's other stuff in here. There's all of it's. This is good right here. I know, always looking for that. I've got a full S Soulbone set on all of my characters right now. They're really not opening up the SS plus Soulbone stuff. The extended Soulbones, yeah, I've actually got Soulbones, SS Soulbones on that. So we haven't seen anything in terms of getting SS for these in any way, shape, or form as being something that's feasible. But this is the actual extended bones, and as you can see, I've got SS plus on all of my main characters. Have a full set of that. So that's the main focus right now. Is making sure you can get your main teams. Once you get your main team signed up, then you can start outfitting them. I am at 140 million, so I did a little enhancement. Shot through yesterday evening. One of the ways that took me up to 140 was I actually went ahead and awakened. I went number 2 on his divine skill with Binganyan. So that took me up a little bit. So that's going to be an increase as well too. As you can see, that popped him all the way up to 31. So we're definitely moving in the right direction. But I've got a lot of shards for SS Coast, and since it doesn't look like it's going to be requiring them to level up, then I'm going to go ahead and start using them for, see all these, all these are SS plus boxes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start using them on him. That's one of the things here. This right here is actually a full moon festival. This will actually get you some more fireworks. So make sure that you open those up as you come across them. You get those free each day, and it'll help you get somewhere. Because you definitely, like I said, you definitely want to complete this. Okay, as much as possible, because this is a really good reward. Surprised actually that they're taking out the reward for that. I did not expect that to happen, because those things are really hard to get. They don't offer them very often, and yet you can draw them out of certain boxes and stuff. But I've never actually. I think I've only drawn like 2 S plus or S awakening. I haven't drawn any SS awakening items for none. It's all been S, and it's only been twice. So I'm either having really bad luck in that, or they're really really making them difficult to get for the rings, because it's just not it's just not something that you can get. Because this right there, okay, how to acquire, currently unavailable to acquire. So I don't even think they're offering them now. Okay, I do have a couple, like I've got awakening for a BB dog on her ring, and I think those are the only 2 that I've gotten. But I do have one in set that I could get for an S character. I'm waiting until I finalize my team before I use it. But yeah, I've only got it a couple of times, so it's really difficult to get your hands on. It offers a pretty big jump in your power too, so that's why. So we got the Spring Festival, welcoming New Year, and the Tango event. So all 3 of these events are going on, along with our standard Heaven Dew and Actival. So definitely make sure that you do the 100. The Teo event, it's not that critical that you do that today. You can do that. This does not reset. This will not reset tomorrow. Okay, this is just, you have to do 100 over the course of the 3-day event. It'd be nice if it reset, but it's not. At least hasn't on any of the other events. Usually it'll say 8 hours, and it won't have any if it's going to reset over the next, but it's not. So this just needs to be done over the course of the event. But you want to do it daily. I do it daily just because you get these shards right here. Okay. I'm sure popping up her divine skill would be immensely useful in dealing out damage. So that's something I want to focus on as well too. But yeah, so that's it. So again, pretty seems like a standard event. You're going to have 90. Just going to need to get 40 more, and it looks like in a couple of weeks, or if everything goes good, they'll skip the next event, won't have it. Then the event after that, usually 6 days. It's usually about a week, week and a half, 6 to 10 days. They'll have an event, uh, and it'll either say clear. It'll either say clear sky Tango, um, and they'll pop it up, and it'll only have like a couple of tabs, and one of those tabs will be a Soul Master exchange, and you'll be able to purchase more of the shards, or they'll fix it into another event, and it'll just be one of the options inside of the exchange. They won't announce it. The IEN, they announced that they had their own event called the Tree of Eternity. So, and they had the event, uh, and then they had the event again, and you're able to get the character. But they've already had the event another time. So for those of you who didn't manage to get it on those first two times around, would have had an option to get it a third time. So my assumption is they'll probably do the same thing with him, but I would not be sure. So I just prefer to be on the safe side and get the shards when they come out immediately, so I don't have to worry about it in the future. But yeah, so we'll have to see. But yeah, so that's what they're offering. So it pretty normal. Nothing else has changed in terms of any formats. Just a lot of stuff to do with the festival, uh, and just a lot of stuff. You need to keep positive. The actual festival here. This is a 10 day, so this is not incredibly important that you focus completely on this. You're going to have plenty of time with this. There's login freebies coming out every single day for the 9 days that the event is going to be taking part in. So there's no need to really rush on that. This right here is 9 days as well. So there's really not, just want to make sure you do this daily. You want to make sure you clear all these out daily so that you don't lose any of these. Okay. But this right here is for the first 3 days. You want to make sure that everything that you've got inside of all of this stuff is taken care of within the 3 days. I've already done everything. I had enough diamonds to purchase everything. I'm not going to purchase A plus shards. I don't need A plus shards. If you're running low on the coins, if you're running low on these, then you could purchase A plus shards, go into dissolve, and dissolve those shards and get a bunch of coins. Okay, if you're running low on these coins, I do all the refreshes every single day, and you get like 50 refreshes a day. And a lot of the shards that I get come from within this particular facet, because you can do it 50 times a day, and each time they offer it, you get 3 shards. I don't use crystals. What I have it on is I just use these to actually purchase. I don't use the crystals. I like to keep my crystals stocked so that when something comes up, I'm able to buy it. But yeah, so if that's the only reason, I would need to see a reason to purchase Egg Plus shards. Other than that, you definitely want to get to 50 for Tango. You definitely want to go ahead and purchase these because they're SS Plus. And then you, of course, definitely want to get experience for SS characters. And then, of course, these right here, which once you use the chest will be more shards for your SS characters. So it all links together in the end. So make sure that you do participate, all right? So other than that, that's pretty much it. Nothing else going on. But yeah, it is up. So normal event, nothing new, earth-shattering or anything like that. So we'll get him and see it. Now, as I said before, his weapon is a little bit more expensive inside the shop, but not by a lot. 1,000 more. Okay, I'll have most of them by the time this event is over because I'll be purchasing a lot of the tickets inside of the Spring Festival event, which is this one right here because I got some tickets in there. But I already doubled up on Tang San's weapon, so I've awakened it twice now, as you can see. As you can see in the awakening of him, I've got 4 awakened on him. You can only get 2 unless you awaken the weapon twice. So to awaken it again, I'm going to have to produce 3 of them, which is nice. A lot of things it jumps all immediately up to 4. This it looks like it's just going to be the first time you do it, you need 1. Awaken it the second time, you need 2. Awakening the third time, you need 3, which is nice. In some games it jumps to the third awakening requires 4, which I do not like at all. But this is just going to be 3. So I have done it. It's a pretty big power jump, as you can see, from 90,000 up to 151,000, just in straight attack, as well as increasing crit level too. So it's definitely something that you want to look at. And when they have events that, that's what they have these awakening ticket events specifically for. It allows you to get a large number of them for a brief period of time. It was a 3-day event. Plus they stuck some inside of the time limited event, which was very generous of them. The weekly gift bag, as I mentioned before, you definitely want to make sure that you purchase all 3 of these. That's a full weapon right there. Okay, so yeah, and then of course they have the new character that they're going to offer. Usually they offer awakening when they do a new character, a way to get awakening tickets so you can get his weapon as soon as possible, because that's awakening the weapon is where you start really seeing the power jump. You're not with Tango in your lineup, you're not going to see a difference in him between SS characters until you start awakening the weapon, and that's when you're going to notice how powerful he can be, because that's where he's going to get. That's where you get your biggest jumps is from awakening. So that's something you want to always do. And like I say, being able to awaken his ring, that would be or ring or his necklace is awesome. So you definitely want to make sure that you complete that. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see a bell. If you click on that bell, you get notified each time I do drop a video. Also, remember to like and share the video, as the YouTube algorithm just adores when you do that, and it makes the video get more views. So this is Kendrick coming at you from the corner, signing out.